This is Thomas Edison. The year is 1878. You are listening to my new invention, the phonograph. I hope that someday cowboys everywhere will use this device to record their music.
Have you ever wondered what happened to all that great country music you used to listen to on record? Well, we still have it, right here on Vinyl Country. This week's program includes the Canadian Spotlight, the local pick, we'll play Stump Tom, there's trivia, we'll have another installment of Older Than Dirt, and of course we'll play some great country music, the kind you only find on record. We're about ready to fire up the turntables, so stick around.
Well, hi folks, it's Tom here. You're sitting in for another version of Vinyl Country, and we're firing up the turntables with Eddie Rabbit.
Well, the midnight headlight, find you on a rainy night, steep grade up ahead, slow me down, making no time. But I gotta keep rolling. Those are windshield wipers, slapping out a tempo, keeping perfect rhythm with the song on the radio. But I gotta keep rolling. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a better way for me. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a sunny day. Well, the truck stopped cutie, coming on to me, trying to talk me into a ride, said I wouldn't be sorry. But she was just a baby. Hey, wait, truck's upon me, another cup of coffee, pop it down, jack me up, shoot me out, flying down the highway, looking for the morning. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a better way for me. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a sunny day. Well, the midnight headlight, find you on a rainy night, steep grade up ahead, slow me down, making no time. But I gotta keep rolling. Those are windshield wipers, slapping out a tempo, keeping perfect rhythm with the song on the radio. I gotta keep rolling. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a better way for me. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a sunny day. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a better way for me. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a sunny day. Yeah. Ooh, I'm driving my life away.
Making believe that you still love me. It's leaving me alone and so blue. Still I'll always dream I'll never own you. Making believe it's all I can do. Can hold you close.
There's the sweet voice of Emmylou Harris with her 1977 Making Believe, which of course was the remake of the Kitty Wells 1955 song written by Jimmy Work. It's time for this week's Country Couple.
I thought I've never seen a girl like her in here before, and I could see her watching me as I walked across the floor. I asked her if she'd like to dance when the band starts up again. She said, I never dance with strangers, I don't even know your name. I said, we're not exactly strangers, you and I. My thoughts were running wild and free as I watched you tonight. Just think about it and you'll find we're not exactly strangers. I've already loved you in my mind.
The band started playing a slow-moving song. I got up and easily slipped into his arms. He kept right on saying the things a girl likes to hear. And when the dance was over, I whispered in his ear. I said, we're not exactly strangers, you and I. My thoughts were running wild and free while you held me tight. I thought about it and I find we're not exactly strangers. I've already loved you in my mind. We're not exactly strangers. I've already loved you in my mind. If we lost all we had, would I walk your rocky road or take a different path? Would I sell my pride for you? If you asked me to walk the streets, you know just what I'd do.
Would your child have a home if it should be born of love other than our own? Would I still stand by you, knowing you love someone else? You know just what I'd do. If my love for you meant giving up my life, would I lay it down for you? And if you were blind, would I give you my sight? You know just what I'd do.
If you asked me to, would I live with the scars that you carry in your heart from another woman's war?
Would I mend your wounds for you if I knew you needed me? You know just what I'd do.
There's Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn with I've Already Loved You in My Mind, and You Know Just What I'd Do. And what we're going to do right now is take a little bit of a break, but do stick around. Vinyl Country's going to be right back. This week's Canadian Spotlight falls on Donna and Leroy Anderson, fresh from the Tommy Hunter Show. Here they are with Sweet Sensation.
You give me a feeling from my head down to my toes.
I get those butterflies inside me when we're close.
You are my teacher, the heart of my desire.
You are my strength with the love that you inspire.
I get a sweet sensation every time you say goodnight. You give me a complete education and leave me feeling what I'm feeling's right. This is what I've waited for, there's no doubt in my mind.
I found in you the kind of love some people never find.
There's no way I can lose with this winning heart.
And as far as I'm concerned, we're never far apart.
I get a sweet sensation every time you say goodnight. You give me a complete education and leave me feeling what I'm feeling's right. Get a sweet sensation every time you say goodnight. You give me a complete education and leave me feeling what I'm feeling's right. You leave me feeling what I'm feeling's right.
Donna and Leroy are best known for their regular appearances on the Tommy Hunter TV show. Now, Donna was born in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, and Leroy comes from the home of the Cross Iron Mall, Balzac, Alberta.
Could have made it hard right from the start. As soon as you knew you had my heart, you could have walked away, you had the chance. But I'm so glad you took that second glance. You're not like all the rest, put them all to shame. I know I found the best with you. It's not a game. You're so easy to love. I stopped looking the day that I found you. You're so easy to love. No one makes me feel the magic that I feel when I'm with you. You're so easy to love.
You could have been looking for something way uptown, but I took the hint and you kept coming around. I could not pass up the opportunity, 'cause I want you as much as you want me. Yeah, you're not like all the rest, you put them all to shame. I know I found the best with you. It's not a game. You're
Donna and Leroy won the CMAC Duo of the Year in 1983. And just this year, in 2010, they were inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame.
Have you noticed our love is starting to show signs of wear? Can it be fixed, or did we forget how to care? Let's not let all our dreams come undone at the seams. Let's mend it, let's sew it up real good. I know that thread's around here somewhere. Let's mend it, I know we could. It hasn't come apart, it's just a little tear. It's hard to find a love put together like this. We made it to last forever with each careful stitch. Let's not throw it away in case it's something we can't replace. Let's mend it, let's sew it up real good. I know that thread's around here somewhere. Let's mend it, I know we could. It hasn't come apart, it's just a little tear. Let's mend it, let's sew it up real good. I know that thread's around here somewhere. Let's mend it, I know we could. It hasn't come apart, it's just a little tear. And we can mend it with a little care.
I met Donna and Leroy at Cook County Saloon in Edmonton one time. It was just about the time that the Tommy Hunter show was going to be discontinued from CBC. They said that their time with Tommy Hunter had been wonderful, and it was no secret that he was a hard guy to work for. But they said all those years they had such a good run being on television, and when the show was gone, as Donna said, they were going to have to get out and hoof it again. So here they are hoofing it. It's Donna and Leroy with All I Want You to Want to Do.
Felt so good just lying next to you this morning. I held you close and whispered I love you. I gave you a long kiss, a kiss that you remember. While you're at work, 'cause I got plans for you tonight.
I want you to wanna do what I wanna do with you tonight. I want you to feel what I feel when I'm holding you so tight. Baby, let me turn you on when you turn out the light. I want you to wanna do what I wanna do tonight. I stopped at the florist for a bouquet of roses. I called the boys and told them that I couldn't make the game. I can't wait to tell you all the tender thoughts I'm thinking, and how that morning kiss still lingers in my mind. I want you to wanna do what I wanna do with you tonight. I want you to feel what I feel when I'm holding you so
There's this week's Canadian Spotlight artists, Donna and Leroy.
You're listening to Vinyl Country, and we'll return in just a few moments. Stay with us.
Well, here's Merle Haggard with the Johnny Rodriguez classic called That's the Way Love Goes.
I've been throwing horseshoes over my left shoulder. I've spent most all my life searching for that four-leaf clover. Yet you ran with me, chasing my rainbows. Honey, I love you too, and that's the way love goes. That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music God made for all the world to sing. It's never old, it grows. Losing makes me sorry. You say, honey, now don't worry. Don't you know I love you too? And that's the way love goes. That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music God made for all the world to sing. It's never old, it grows. Losing makes me sorry. And you say, honey, don't worry. Don't you know I love you too? And that's the way love goes.
Here's a Conway Twitty thing for all those musician types listening in.
Play, guitar play, take me back to yesterday. Let me see cotton growing in the field. Let me hear my mama calling. Look yonder, y'all who's coming down the road. He's coming home, but they know I never will. I left them living with that awful thing I'd done. I didn't tell them I just packed my clothes and run. Play, guitar play,
Guitar play.
help me through time. One more song, then we'll have to move along. Another town, another crowd. Lord, I wonder if they know. Can they read between the lines in my song? As I sing about a good boy that went wrong. Guitar, we got years to kill. We got to climb that distant hill. I wonder if they think of me.
Guitar play.
Today on the local pick, we've got Sheldon Ball with us on the telephone. Thanks for popping in, Sheldon.
Hey, how you doing, Tom?
Good. Most people up here don't recognize your name because you don't live here. You live in Carstairs.
That's right.
But you're related to probably 3/4 of us up here. You were one of the relatives that I met up with right away when I moved to Calgary.
That's right, yeah.
And you've been involved with doing the graphic arts for all of my CD projects from day one.
Yeah, pretty much day one, the exception of the Purple album.
That's right. Pages of Time was the only one you didn't do, and I hadn't met you then, otherwise I'd have gotten you to do it. So we always ask our guests, who's your favorite artist, and how did you get started doing music stuff?
You know, a big fan of some of the classic cowboy guys, the Waylon and the Willies and stuff, but if I had to pick a current artist today, I would say Brad Paisley is tops on my list right now.
You are actually a player too, so tell me about how you got started doing that.
When I was a kid, you know, picked up the guitar and took a few lessons and that sort of stuff, but didn't get real serious about it till probably, I would guess, late 30s. I met a lady named Monica with a K. Some of your fans might recognize some of the stuff she did back in the 80s.
Monica Vetter.
Yeah. She became my vocal coach for a couple of years, and vocal lessons kind of morphed into guitar lessons / vocal lessons.
And then there we were, you and I, just a couple of years ago, playing on the grounds at the Calgary Stampede for the Cattlemen's Association.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was a good one too. Yeah,
lots of fun.
Now your graphic design. Now, how did you get into that?
When I got into the newspaper business, 24 years ago, I started working in the photo lab at the Calgary Herald. Became a bit of a freelance photographer. I ran into you, and we started working on your album projects. It kind of took off from there. The newspaper industry evolved into computer graphic design, and I evolved along with that. I started doing more and more CD projects and posters for musicians and artists.
Tell you what, our graphics would not have been even a taste of what we had without you.
The only limitation that I've found so far is whatever you can imagine.
Thanks for popping in and saying hi to all of us up here.
Thanks a lot, Tom. We'll talk to you soon.
That was Sheldon Ball, and right now I'm going to play a tune of mine from a while back called Night Rider's Lament.
One night, well, I was out riding the graveyard shift midnight till dawn. The moon was as bright as a reading light for a letter from an old friend back home. And he asked me, why do you ride for your money? Why do you roll for short pay? You ain't getting nowhere and you're losing your share. Boy, you must have gone crazy out there. He said, last night I ran on to Jenny. She's married and she has a good life. You sure missed the track when you never came back. She's a perfect professional's wife. She asked me, why does he ride for his money? Tell me, why does he roll for short pay? He ain't getting nowhere and he's losing his share. Boy must have gone crazy out there. But they've never seen the northern lights. They've never seen a hawk on a wing. They've never seen spring cross the great divide. And they never heard old Camp Cookie sing. So I finished reading my letter. I tore off the stamp for Black Jim. Bobby rode out to relieve me. He just looked at my letter and he grinned. And he said, now why do they ride for their money? Why do they ride for short pay? They ain't getting nowhere and they're losing their share. Well, they must have gone crazy out there. Boy, they must have gone crazy out there. Yodelay-dee-dee-oo, yodelay, yodelay-dee-oo, yodelay-dee-oo,
Vinyl Country will return right after this. This week, Roger at the Bergen Sound Foundry has sent us a piece by Johnny Cash. Now, Johnny was not always his name. He was given the name J.R. because his parents could not agree on a name, only the initials. Now, when he enlisted in the United States Air Force, the military would not accept initials as his name, so he adopted John R. Cash as his legal name. And in 1955, when he signed with Sun Records, he took Johnny Cash as his stage name. Now, he spent most of his Air Force career stationed in Germany, but after basic training at Lackland Air Force Base and technical training at Brooks Air Force Base, both in San Antonio, Texas, Cash was assigned to the U.S. Air Force Security Service Unit, assigned as a code intercept operator for Soviet Army transmissions at Landsberg, Germany, where he created his first band named the Landsberg Barbarians. After he was honorably discharged as a sergeant, on July 3, 1954, he returned to Texas. He recorded for the overseas market on October 25, 1960, at the Bradley Barn in Nashville, Tennessee. Now, here's an interesting recording called 5 Feet High and Rising. And remember, this was recorded for the overseas market. We're not going to let it go too long. We're going to slip it back into the one that he recorded for the American market. Here's this week's Bergen 78.
Wo ist zu Hause, Mama? Auf der großen Straße. Wo ist zu Hause, Papa? Vielleicht hier auf dieser Straße. Doch diese Straße ist so lang, ist so endlos lang, ich kann das Ende nicht sehen und mir ist so bang. Vielleicht find ich dich, find ich mein Zuhause auf der großen Straße. Wo ist zu Hause, Mama? Hinter blauen Bergen. Wo ist zu Hause, Papa? Vielleicht hinter diesen Bergen. Doch die Berge sind hoch, ich flutsche den Weg. Führt mich ans Ziel und wir Kinder Steg. Vielleicht find ich dich, find ich mein Zuhause hinter blauen Bergen. How high is the water, Mama? 3 feet high and rising. How high is the water, Papa? She said it's 3 feet high and rising. Well, the hives are gone, I lost my bees. Chickens are sleeping in the willow trees. Cows in water up past her knees. 3 feet high and rising. How high's the water, mama? 4 feet high and rising. How high's the water, papa? She said it's 4 feet high and rising. Hey, come look through the window pane. The bus is coming, gonna take us to the train. Looks like we'll be blessed with a little more rain. 4 feet high and rising. How high's the water, mama? 5 feet high and rising. How high's the water, papa? She said it's 5 feet high and rising. Well, the rails are washed out north of town. We gotta head for higher ground. We can't come back till the water goes down. 5 feet high and rising. Well, it's 5 feet high and rising.
Today, Older Than Dirt is sponsored by the Rose Prairie Historical Society. They'd like to collect your stories and copy your old pictures. So if you have a story to share or an old photograph, call Uta at 250-630-2509. A teacher was struggling to teach arithmetic to a young boy. So she said, if you reached in your right-hand pocket and found $1, and then you reached in your left-hand pocket and found $1, what would you have? The boy thought for a moment and replied, well, that would be somebody else's pants. Here's Kathy Mattea standing knee-deep in a river and dying of thirst.
Friends I could count on one hand, with a leftover finger or two. I took them for granted, let them all slip away. Now where they are, I wish I knew. They roll by just like water, and I guess we never learn. Go through life parched and empty, standing knee deep in a river, dying of thirst. Sometimes I remember sweethearts I've known. Some I've forgotten, I suppose. One or two are still linger. Oh, and I wonder now why I ever let them go. They roll by just like water, and I guess we never learn. Go through life parched and empty, standing knee deep in a river, dying of thirst. So the sidewalk is crowded, the city goes by, and I rush through another day. World full of strangers turn their eyes to me, but I just look the other way. They roll by just like water, and I guess we never learn. Go through life dying of thirst. They roll by guess we never learn. Go through life parched and empty, standing knee deep in a river, dying of thirst.
I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. And while my hands make a living, my mind's home loving you. I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. And every night you make my daydreams come true. Well, all day long while I'm working in town, time slows down to a crawl. When I'm not thinking about you, I'm checking the clock on the wall. Then it's goodbye factory and hello love, and there's a smile across my face, 'cause I'm back in the arms of your sweet love, where my thoughts have been all day. I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. And while my hands make a living, my mind's home loving you. I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. And every night you make my daydreams come true. I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. And while my hands make a living, my mind's home loving you. I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. And every night you make my daydreams come true.
And that was Ronnie Millsap with his 1975 Daydreams About Night Things, the #1 song that year. And that concludes this session of Vinyl Country. Stand by for the Mark Gregory Show, and we'll see you next week where we're going to play some more of your favorite country records. Bye-bye.
Vinyl Country is recorded at Hilltop Studios. Producer and host is Tom Cole. Assistant producer is Marty Pugh. Source material is provided by the Bergen Sound Foundry.